once we really practically implement these steps, I believe that you will start to see who you truly are come alive. Because when we are able to understand who we are, then we don't have to shame the parts of us that are the way that they are. We can then understand it and build upon it, be at peace with it, because who you are got you to where you needed to be. There's no shame in that. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, my name is Rachel. I'm a feminine life coach, and today I'm going to be addressing the question, who am I? I feel like I've asked this question to myself a lot in my life, and I feel like I've been able to figure out the wisdom and the steps that get me through that question in a peaceful way so that I can know who I am and move forward with success and confidence. So first off, everyone should know that you are a child of God. You are here as a spiritual being having a human experience. And I feel like if we can just frame our minds around that first and know that we are not struggling because anyone is trying to put us in a difficult space or trying to punish us, we are put here to learn lessons. And I have come to that understanding better after becoming a mother. You never want your children to suffer. You never want them to have to go through hard things just because, or to punish them. You want them to learn a lesson. You want them to grow and evolve and become the best version of themselves that they can be. So I truly believe that that is why we are here. So the first thing that you need to realize in regards to figuring out who you are is that this is a desire for you to know, for all humans to know, because of your ego. We are all born with an ego. This is the part of us that keeps us safe. This is the part of us that makes sure that we're not going to die. We're not going to be ostracized. And if we can just stay in that place of safety, then we will survive. We will do well. And in order for the ego to survive, it has created these different beliefs over time. And one of them is having a defined role in society, being unique and being set apart so that you're useful in amongst other people. And so the ego is not a bad thing. It can get in the way if you allow it, but it's something that we need to integrate with ourselves and our life and be able to appreciate that the ego is there to bring us to a higher level of understanding, to bring us to a more aligned space where we are integrating the parts of us that want to stay safe and want to be known, but also the parts of us that are true, that are spiritual, that know where we come from and the source of our divinity. And then that's where it goes into, balancing your ego and your spiritual essence. There is nothing that you can't have or can't do because of who you are connected to, because of divine source within you. And I just want you to really, really know that, to know that the desires that you have in your heart, to be known, to be set apart, to have whatever it is that your heart desires, those things are there so that you can live out this full experience of this spiritual integration. And so I just hope that that is clear throughout this whole thing. And the first way that you figure out who you are is you have to figure out what you want. And if you can truly know that you can have anything or do anything or be anything, then that's when you have to figure out, what is it that I want? Like, if you can have anything, what is that? And for some people, that can be a lot because you've been told your whole life that you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't go there, you can't be friends with this person, you can't live this lifestyle. And if you're being told that all your life, then you're not going to know that you can have anything or do anything or be anything. And it's the absolute truth because you're connected to the abundance of all that is. So why not? And what I feel like I want in my life is to live the fullest, highest potential of who I can be. And I feel like we're all yearning for that, but a lot of us don't believe that we can actually get there, that we can actually attain that. And we have to change our beliefs around that. We have to go in and integrate our inner child into this new belief that you want to make a part of your reality. Because your inner child is the one attached to these beliefs of, I'm not good enough, I can't have this, I can't do this. And I think also another really important aspect to know about figuring out who you are is that everyone wants to be of service. As long as you're on the path of light, and not darkness, then you're going to want to serve. You're going to want to be a part of that. And that took me a while to figure out because I was in survival mode. I was like, I need to do this for me. I need to figure out who I am and who I want to be. But I always knew that would have to be something of service. You can't give unless you have something to give. So taking time to make sure that you know who you are, what you want out of life, and then being able to serve. So don't serve before you know who you are, but that will be an important aspect of who you are, because we're always going to have these relationships around us, these people, money as a source of connection between all people. And we need to be able to know how to work with people. And that comes down to, how can we give? What can we do for others? And if you feel like you've lost yourself, I have a feeling that if you're watching this video, then you might feel like you have lost yourself, that you're not who you once were. And I would really just press into, when was I the happiest? When was I the happiest lately? And when was I like the happiest that I ever knew I was? And for me, thinking about that, I knew the exact time, the place that I was the happiest I've ever been. And so I have, in ways in my adult life, replicated that. And I am the happiest that I've ever been, even happier than when I was then. And I don't know, maybe it's like the same comparably, but there's so much more that I have that's more fulfilling. And I can look back on the contrast of the times that weren't happy and be able to see how thankful I am for what I have now. And a time in your life that you were happiest might typically be when you were a child. And I would encourage you to spend time in meditation around just revisiting those memories of when you remember being the happiest. And then try to figure out what it was that made you really happy. And what were your favorite things to do when you were a kid? I know for me, I loved rearranging my bedroom. I did it all the time. And I didn't have a lot of furniture, but I just loved doing it. And if you know me, you know that I love to decorate my home. So that's just like something that has carried on. And it wouldn't have been possible if I didn't marry the man that I am married to, because he is so flexible and I'm just always like changing things up. So I'm very thankful for his grace in all of it. Another thing that I loved to do was create, was to paint, was to build. And I can see that now in my life, that as I'm building my career, I'm building a family, I'm building beautiful things. I'm an artist. I create art. Like even just talking about it, I'm really amazed at how much I have so well integrated the things that my inner child loves, the things that I loved as a child, and put them into my current life. Even just like I ordered these crowns. You have to do this. If you're one of those girls that dress up all the time when you're a little girl, go to Amazon and look up queen crowns, crystal crowns. And I ordered this like metal looking gem crown. It's like this big and it was so pretty. It was only $10. And I was like, you know what? My daughter's going to want one of those too. So I ordered two and then my son wanted one too. So I had to order him like a soft one. But she's been loving wearing that. And I'm going to, in my new Instagram posts, I'm probably going to integrate that in some way. And it's funny, that a grown woman is wearing a crown, but it is so beautiful to me because I know that this is connecting to my inner child and it makes me so happy. So I truly encourage you to do that because when we connect to our inner child, we're able to heal parts of ourselves that we're not seeing. Like when you see yourself, when you see your inner child and you admire that part of you that love to dress up, that love to rearrange, that love to build, when you embrace that part of you and you start to do those things and mirror it and say, yes, I affirm you. You are beautiful. You are exactly on track with what your life is supposed to look like. Then we heal. We become integrated in that way. We bring recognition and love to that inner part of us that needs it. Okay, so I'm going to explain the process, the steps to understanding who you are and how you can heal a misunderstanding of who you are and what you're meant to do. So the first one is that we have to understand who we are. Like all of the personality traits, all of the quirks, all of the things about us. And the thing that has helped me so much in understanding who I am is my human design and my astrology chart. It's become such a popular thing, and I love that because when we are able to understand who we are, then we don't have to shame the parts of us that are the way that they are. We can then understand it and build upon it, be at peace with it because who you are got you to where you needed to be. There's no shame in that. Okay, so if you need help with understanding your birth charts, I just launched my website. I am so excited. I finally have what I've been promising to bring to the table for so long. I have my food guide chart in there for free, and then I have my services available that you can check out, and I also have my artwork available on there. I will link that down in the description box below. So that is there and available to you. I'm so excited because I've been promising it for so long. And I can help you understand your astrology chart and create a game plan for you to move into who you truly are meant to be in such an aligned and fulfilled, juicy way. So the next part of this process in understanding who you are is confidence. We have to have confidence in who we are, who we're meant to be, where we're going in life, because there's so much noise around us that will tell us who we should be, what direction we should go. And we get, like, I know I have gotten so confused and lost and been like, where do I go? What do I do? Like, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. And that's a part of my human design. Like, I'm always looking for my purpose. So if I can understand that, then I can set well with myself and know I don't need to keep pushing to find what my purpose is. I just need to do the thing. There's 3 levels that I've heard that confidence is. First is your outer, so your surface level, who people see you as. So you can dress confidently and step in a room and be confident. But that can be completely obliterated with just a conversation, you know? And then the next level is lifestyle. So if you have a lifestyle that you are proud of, that you are consistently working on and doing and becoming a better version of you, that is going to show in other people, to other people, and it's going to make you feel more confident. When you are able to work out every day or 4 times a week, when you're able to eat healthy and it shines through your skin, that creates confidence, so much confidence. Then inner core confidence. And that comes by integrating, like I said, all parts of us and really looking at that inner child inside of us and saying, giving it compassion and saying, you are loved. You are so, so. After we work on understanding confidence, we don't have to implement it yet. But once we understand the concepts, once we understand how we can work on that in our life, then we want to integrate. We want to sit down with ourselves and we want to get really still and we want to see what parts of us need integration, need work, need to be connected, need to be rewired. If we look at our astrology chart and we see that we have Mercury in Libra and we have Venus in Scorpio, and we have Sagittarius as a sun sign, like if we have those things, we can understand, okay, like I am going to need structure, but I'm also going to need fun. So how do I balance those out, And I'm also going to need to present myself in a way that I feel gives me confidence. Different things like that, like really integrating all these different parts of us, seeing what makes us truly happy. Like I'm an artist. I need to express myself. I need to build something. I need to create something. I need to show myself. Different things like this really just taking time, and it's probably not going to happen in a one-time meditation. You're going to need to do this on a consistent basis, but the more that you do it, the more clear you will get on who you're meant to be, what you're meant to be doing. Then you can step into aligned action. Because when we get clear, when we get connected to source, which is how we do that is through meditation, connecting to our inner spiritual self, then we can move into aligned action, which is taking the next right step towards that goal. And it might not make any sense at all, but trusting that that feeling, that emotion, that drive to do it is getting you closer to where you want to be. And it's getting you closer to that ultimate goal, which for me was to live my highest, fullest potential. Does that make sense? Like you can forget all of the things that you initially desired, but the universe won't. God won't forget. And He will bring it all together in such a beautiful way. And God already is. It's just you have to trust. You have to follow these steps. You have to follow the aligned action that comes with meditation. And then I think the last thing that has really helped me hone in and practically become the best version of myself, practically put into action these things without listening to the noise of the world, is affirmations. And the most powerful time to do this is when you first wake up in the morning. So as hard as it might be to get a clear image of what you want yourself to be like or know who you are, as you're brushing your teeth, just say, I am worthy, I am loved, I am good. Today I'm going to step in aligned action. I'm going to be the best version of myself. Just keep going over whatever comes up for you, and it will develop over time. But these affirmations are going to build you up in a subconscious way at a deeper level because you have just woken out of a very deep sleep. And then once you can implement those in a subconscious way, they can carry you through the rest of the day. So once we do this, once we really practically implement these steps, I believe that you will start to see who you truly are come alive. And you will know who you are, and it will not be something that's confusing. It might be challenging because change is challenging, but it is so fulfilling when we can take a step outside of what we're experiencing and say, I want to choose my best life. Then it's going to happen for you. You just have to step forward and believe. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this was something that was super practical for you to understand and take with you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my content, please subscribe. I'm hoping to bring more aligned messages to you like this in the future. And if you are interested in coaching, go check out my website. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.